And we're
One.
live!
Oh shit, I missed it.
Woo!
All right,
Performance
guys.
mode activated.
Performance mode activated. Can't forget performance mode. Okay, everybody, say hello.
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 All right, guys, welcome back. We've been gone for a little bit. Things happened. I had to go see a band for my wedding, and they're super cool. And then other lifetime responsibilities detained some of our members last week. Anyway, so I'm going to go over this, and I have some questions for you guys to fill in the blanks if you remember as I go along through the... get the fuck out of here, Bruce. Nobody wants you here. Okay.
I do.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't.
So the party starts out, they're hanging out at the Chalice Hotel in the Upper Central in the Embassy District. You guys do some breakfast. Zazie talks to Gutera, and she actually breaks off to go with Gutera, and the party goes to Emerson Imports. When they get there, they meet up with some orc. They make some conversation with him, trade some of the right things to get the information, and he gives them a very begrudging description of where to find Cyrus McQuain, and basically tells them you don't know his name, he never told you his name, and don't ever mention him or having seen him. But he does tell you the area within Dura to go find Cyrus. You guys go to that district, you search around, you do a little researching, and quickly you find out that he is in a like a mall, kind of. I can't think of the right name for that type of mall, but there's a bar in the center, and then wrapping around where the bar are, there are different stores, and he has a small curio store around the outside of the where on the second floor where some of the other establishments were. So meanwhile, Zazie went to go meet up with the Keeper of Arcane Lore at the Overlook Library, and has a little bit of a weird exchange with Gutera, where she kind of puts Zazie in her place a little bit, but just because Zazie seems to be a little skeptical about the things that Gutera is saying and doing. When the party gets to the Lulu's house, which is the name of the bar, they go inside. They find some orcs, humans, all in their southwestern regale, dressed like cowboys and whatnot. They go in. They have a little conversation with the bartender. She directs them to where to find the curio shop for the Shadow Marches. They go and they meet with McQuain. While this is going on, Zazie is making her way through the Overlook into this out-of-the-way library temple. And when she's inside, she meets this strange, older Kalishtar, who seems to be a bit wary and kind of warns her not to do what she's trying to do. And she gets the distinct feeling that she needs to come back and visit him, but alone. So she ends up leaving, right? Don't you leave then at that point, Zazie?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Where did you
He
go
left back to the hotel with Gutara. Although I will say, it is pretty important, the guy casts suspicion on Gutara's motives.
Right. Okay.
Not just Zazie's.
Okay. Right. Even seemingly maybe more so on Gutara's, but Zazie probably by association. So when the group finally gets to the curio shop and they meet Cyrus, he is absolutely batshit fucking crazy. He just kind of cackles and laughs at them the entire time, not seeming to not have complete control over the way he composes himself. They ask him a bunch of questions, and he feels uncomfortable to the point where he makes some very strange threats and ends up calling the watch on them. And the party's kind of like, yeah, okay, this fucking weirdo's not calling the watch. But then they realize, oh shit, he really is calling the watch. We better get the fuck out of here. Not being very familiar with the area, they try to make their way back to where where whatever the hell his name is, Chip, is with the Sky Taxi. On their way there, they find that Chip is actually looks like he's being arrested, and two watch ships, two Sky watch ships, have shown up, and they're parking. The party goes and runs around the corner, and they hide, and they do an excellent job hiding, except for the person leading the watch, like going around the corner looking for them, rolls a nat 20 on perception and sees them, and that's where we left off last session. Does anybody else have anything
Nailed
to
it.
add?
Got it in one.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay. Well then, I'm actually going to start out with Zazie.
Oh, lovely. Leaving everybody else in suspense for just a little bit longer.
Zazie,
Eh.
you are back
Yes.
at the hotel. Katara is walking in the main entrance with you. Unless, correct me, have you established a place in the hotel, or have you just arrived?
I thought that we had arrived, like gone to the rooms, but if I remember correctly, all of that was sort of hand waved because you moved on to everybody else.
All right.
I
so
had
then-
personally assumed that we were back at the rooms.
That's cool with me. What are you doing?
Honestly, just waiting for everybody to come back. I need somebody to talk to about all of this, and I don't want it to be Katara right now. So, I'm
with this
just waiting.
ever increasing intuition that you need to go back and talk to this man, what are you thinking and doing?
Well, if I go back and talk to this guy, I'm probably going to want to have the butterfly ink. And if this guy is right and Katara isn't trustworthy, I also don't want her to have that butterfly ink, whether I will need it or not going back.
Where are you right
So
now?
I need in her room, probably. Door locked. No interaction with Katara. No, not today.
All right, well, I'll pick it up from here then.
Oh, yes. Because unlocks the
Something.
door. Yes. What is it?
May I speak with you for a moment?
Sure. Go ahead.
Would you mind opening the door? Just a crack.
Okay. Opens the door.
She's standing there.
Okay, what is it?
An hour or two. Do you mind keeping an eye on things here while I'm gone?
Okay.
Roll perception.
Oh, 19.
19?
Yes. One 9, 19.
You notice something very strange.
Okay.
It appears like she's missing a tooth.
Okay. If you are gonna go out, Katara, then could you leave the ink with me? In case you're like mugged or something. That stuff's valuable. We don't want that like getting in the wrong hands.
Of course, it's in my room.
Okay. Am I allowed to go into your room and get it now?
She just gives you a strange look. Yes. Of course you are.
Okay.
Zazie, why are you acting so strange?
I could ask the same thing of you.
Roll insight.
Where's the button? Where's the button? Oh, at least we could. 14.
She doesn't really seem to be acting very strangely at all.
Yeah, I know.
She just kind of looks forward and then back at you again, then... All right, well, I'll see you later. Please, maybe try to get some rest.
I think I will.
She nods and pulls her satchel up a little bit and then glances back at you for a moment and then leaves.
Once she's gone, I immediately go to the room. Go to her room. Is the ink there? Is the ink there?
You walk into the room.
Did she lie to
What
me?
do you do?
I look around.
Roll
I
investigation.
search for the ink.
Roll, actually, sorry. Look around. Roll perception. You don't see it.
16.
Roll investigation. You search for the ink.
I have to ask, would this proc my advantage?
I'm gonna say in this situation, no.
That's what I expected. Nat 20. Never mind. I didn't need it.
I just spit my drink out my glass. Yeah, you find it easily.
Amazing.
You also find some strange things around her room. Just
Like
kidding.
what kind of strange?
I'm just fucking with you because you keep thinking that something's wrong with her.
You're giving me all this information to lead me to believe that something is wrong with her. So it's your fault.
I'm just giving you what you want to hear. Shut up, Bruce.
Okay, so
Okay, you find it. What do you do?
great.
Also, roll stealth for me while you're doing this. If you're taking any, you know what? In fact, you rolled a nat 20 on your investigation. I'm gonna say that you're making no attempt to be stealthful. You have
No.
you like went all the fucking out on finding
Yeah.
that dream lily. I'm sorry. Ooh, not dream lily.
The dream,
Freudian
the
slip.
dream
Freudian
butterfly
slip.
ink.
The dream ink,
Okay.
which in
Yeah,
no way has anything to do with dream lily.
I don't know what that is, so we're good. So now that I have the ink, Guitarra is gone. Do it. I need to go back. I need to go back now. I don't know if I'd ever get another chance like this. I need to go back now.
Okay, what do you do?
You know what? I will write a note and I'll put it in Kovanen's room. Like, don't trust Guitarra right now. Off to Kalashtar Place. Stay safe. I'll be back when I can.
Would you at least say the Overlook so that he knows what part of town you're talking about?
Yeah, 'cause the player forgot. The character remembered.
Okay, there we go. Cool. Okay. Party.
Yeah.
Is that a command?
Everyone, party.
It.
So, I fucking hate you. Except for not at all. Okay. Well, you guys
Set the scene.
were running down a city street and turned down an alley, hiding from the cops, except for they noticed you.
How far away are the cops?
Okay, well, I guess I should probably do this. Give me just one moment while I load this picture in. Do. I fucking suck. Alright, guys, give me 1 second. So, just so you guys know, this picture that you're about to see is 22B New York City streets, and it's by Love Maps.
Let's
This-
go.
I am going. It's loading, so just listen to me while I talk. While I speak, shut the fuck up, okay? Thanks. I'm just kidding. I didn't really mean that. Fuck you, Steve. Okay. So, this is made by Love Maps, and I fucking love these maps. And you will see why here in just a second. Now I gotta move you guys down here. There you go. Alright, go ahead if you don't mind. Pull your tokens on.
Any particular place you want us?
Yeah, you guys ran down this alley right here. Okay. Oof, wow. I don't even know how to make this look. All right, let me get some watchmen on here. So, you hear them coming around the corner. I am going to do not roll. Do not roll initiative. Okay? You hear me? I am going to put up initiative tracker. I'm going to put up initiative tracker. Now you may roll. It's like as soon as you guys see it pop up on the screen every time, before I even finish my sentence, it's like boom, 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 boom. All right.
Don't forget you'll get bonus on initiative.
I mean, if you have bonus on initiative, I can't tell you that you don't.
How much?
I am finding that. If you give me a second.
Oh, you're really robot-y.
+4.
+4. Jesus. Alright. Math. Math is hard.
I rolled better than a 10.
My internet's trying its best. Give me just a sec.
All right.
no.
Yeah, you guys got to get caught up. So I got a guy that's like going to be editing this stuff now. We can probably take these parts out while we're, you know. What do you think? Do you think people
Yeah.
want to hear this?
I mean, if it's quality comedy, then maybe. But
Yeah,
I'm not very funny at
is
the moment.
it? I mean, is it ever?
I mean, guys, come on. Critical Role does it.
Yeah, but we're
moving
not
the map.
critical role.
Hey, I got a 31.
That's why I said it the way I
What?
said it. Zazie.
I said I
thanks.
had a +4
Wow.
Yeah.
from Rose or whatever, so nat 20 +4, 31.
Man, Rose.
Nope,
you're
doesn't count.
You're beefing the noobs.
Nope, doesn't count because it didn't show up in the initiative tracker.
Huh. I'm not sure how I feel about
Huh.
that. Is that true?
Dang.
Is that true? Is that how it works?
No.
Is what true? This is your is your game?
I'm asking you guys. You know better than me.
You're stupid.
No, if you roll, well, here's how it works. If you roll something good and it doesn't show up in initiative tracker, you keep it. If you roll something bad, then you take the one that actually went into the initiative tracker.
Is there a soundboard that says "duh"? Let's see. Nope. And I don't have nitro.
I'm like, get fucked.
Are you okay there, Waffle?
I mean, now it's a 19 +4, 23.
Why don't you just edit your thing so that it says 31?
Fine, I'll take that liberty. Bo, I have first initiative. Equip. Did he quit?
All right, and I'm
I
back.
hope he quit.
Welcome back. What happened?
My fucking dogs won't come inside. Anyway, so
Uh,
music. We need something exciting and loud. Right? Exciting and loud. Isn't that what the girls like these days? I don't know.
Haha.
I wouldn't know.
All right. So, what the fuck is wrong with this computer?
My God.
Just hang in there with me.
You only just now noticed that?
Yes.
Did you not hear him at the end of last session when he described how many there were?
I thought he was joking.
No.
No.
We never know.
It's like
Sounds
a
like he's-
legion of cops.
Oh my God.
You guys are getting fucked.
None of ours can help it.
So,
One
the-
storekeeper was like, "These guys are being mean to me," and they were like, "Send in the fucking cavalry."
So, they send in the cavalry, and you guys see like a pack of like 2 squads of guys of like 10 go running by. The first like squad of guys goes running on, and then the second one starts coming by, and a guy looks down the alley. And I'm going to break these
Which
guys
guy?
into 2 squads. So, one squad is going to go on one turn, the other squad is going to go on the other. So I will now roll for them. I'm just gonna fucking roll on here. I'll open the tokens in a second. For some reason, my roll 20 is really not liking me right now. Oh, fuck, you piece of shit. And this is great, guys. There we go.
Roll.
It's not
Haha.
my 20's fault. It's okay, 4. Okay, so let's add this squad. That's a 4.
They're gonna go after me.
I'm gonna, yep, yeah, no shit. Roll this squad. That's a 20.
They're gonna go after me.
Okay. Oh, it's making noise again. When I updated the map, the game was like, "We fucking hate you. Stop trying to do stuff."
But the fans in your computer are making noise as they struggle.
Is that what's going on, you think? You think it's the heat?
Your shitty old hardware? Yeah.
It is pretty shitty old hardware. You're right about that. Wonderful. Yep.
What I feel like Rose is already looking at Moonbeam.
She's not actually.
No, but you are. Okay. Does everybody have everything they need?
Yes.
I mean, I've already kind of told you what my plans were last week. Don't know why y'all don't believe me.
All right. So, the first guy from the squad comes down and looks at you guys. You see him look at you. He has like a little explanation point pop up above his head, and he's like, "Huh? What was that? Bow. What's that over there?"
Nice.
Solid Snake. They have spotted you.
All right. What do you do first? Kavana, go.
Well, I definitely don't I definitely don't look like I'm running from anything. I'm just staying out of the way nonchalantly in this alley, of course. I belong here.
Unassuming. Give me an unassuming roll. Performance.
Performance. Only a 15.
All right, we'll make that contested.
One would hope. Against his performance. He has to see how I performed to be a guard.
You've been struck by. Ooh.
Huh. Wow.
Wow.
Hey, what are you doing over there?
Just
Turning
stay out of
tricks.
the way.
We're turning tricks.
You trying to get some of this? Come here, Rose.
So what's
Is that actually what you say, Lucian?
No.
Okay.
it's not okay? What happens? I mean, he
I mean, you guys can make a reaction if you want to talk to him, but you know.
I mean, I'm minding my own business nonchalantly. I see that he sees me, which is why I'm putting on the act.
Which failed. But roll insight.
Ah, there we go. I did not know that.
Well, actually, yeah, you can roll insight. I'll let you do that. But he does say, "Hey, what are you doing over there?"
Oh, okay, you're not doing the bit. That's actually what he says. That's 21.
No, I was doing the bit, but it was also, you know, you can tell he is like, "What the fuck are they doing over there?" That guy's not just that guy's not nonchalant at all. That guy is so chalant. Hey, why are you being so chalant over there?
Just the sudden adrenaline. Lots of the watch show up. I'm staying out of the way. Is there danger nearby? Should I be concerned?
He lifts up his rifle. I mean, his bolter with bayonet.
I lift up both of my hands.
Long
Chest high.
bolter.
Like, got nothing here, man.
What the fuck? Okay. Lucian, you're next.
Lucian looks around and he'll shoot at the guard and miss, and then you hear in the distance. No, I'm joking.
Take that away from him. Give me that. Diagnostic. Put it behind the desk. You can get it after class.
No, Lucian will look around and of course put his hands up as well and say, I don't know what's going on over here. There's a lot of noise going on, and we saw the guards and just came over here.
Roll deception.
Gotcha. God, I'm so good at that. Oh no.
Oh, wow.
That's a
okay.
4.
Wow.
He takes a couple steps closer to you, raises an eyebrow. Oh, all right.
You rolled a D4, right?
Oh, I rolled a d4? My bad. There we go. He pulls his shield up on the other side, raises his bolt, and kind of lays it across the top of the shield. All right, walk out nice and slow. Rose. Oh wait, no, it's not Rose. It's him. So he takes a couple steps forward, and the other guys kind of line up in almost like a V formation outside of the entrance.
There would be, in a proper V formation, there would be one guard here as well as here.
They're doing the double V. There we go. That's where I want to be. All right, I'm going to say it one last time, and I want you to start walking out. This is my impression of Raymond. This is
But Ma,
This is Officer Raymond. Come out.
Raymond, what are you doing over here?
You skipped Rose's turn.
I did. Rose, what do you do?
Yeah, she's going to gently push past her companions to comply. I mean, she looks like she's been crying. She looks like she's been grieving. So she's going to kind of give Lucian a look like, really, that's what you think of my accent? But she's not going to say it out loud. But she's got her hands up, her weapon stash, her shield strapped.
All right. So, do you want to give me a show of that on the map and kind of describe,
Yeah.
where you stand and what you see around you for the listeners?
She's just gonna kind of squeeze past into that little. I'll just say there's an overhang right there. Just getting the hands up, just kind of quiet, head low. Look, I don't want trouble. I have plenty of it right now. Very quiet and subdued.
He just kind of keeps waving you forward, and he points about like right over here.
She'll make her way over there.
You hear the sound of the boot soles ahead of you that are in the distance, kind of clapping pavement. Stop. Kovanen, you're up.
Yeah, his hands are still, palms forward. Well, if boss would say take a step out, follow Rose.
So as you walk out, both of you see these officers. They're wearing like a navy blue fatigues almost, and they have matte black, some kind of either like hardened leather or maybe a steel helmet, shoulder pads, and greaves on. They also have a large long bolter and a shield, like a tower shield that's like at a notch cut into it.
This isn't the normal watch.
It's not.
Well, good to know. Walking past Lucian, I was just like, leaving him, I guess, since I was in front of him, and just like shrug, like, what do you do?
Lucian, you're up.
Okay. He will join his companions. And as he's walking out, and I really don't understand what all this hubbub's all about.
That's enough. All right, if you're all gonna behave, I'm gonna get the guys to clap some irons on you. I can't not laugh.
Terribly confused about what's going on here, but
Well,
any
we had
insight you can shed?
We had a call about a disturbance here.
Seems like they sent out some heavy guards for just a disturbance.
I know we haven't seen anything.
You seem a little.
Yeah, we're gonna be the ones asking questions here.
I ain't heard you ask a question just yet. Y'all are just over there, assuming.
All right, guys, slap some irons on them. Let's turn the peer group.
Don't try anything. Just do the damn scene.
I am. Hey, how about you don't tell me what to do, and you do the scene.
All right, you got the irons there. Come on. Oh, I dropped the key into the sewer grate. No more irons. Sorry.
Roll sleight of hand.
31.
Oh my god. So as he's trying to put the irons and lock it up tight on you, you clip the keys out of his hand. They go goes like fumbling off across the ground and fall into a sewer grate. He's like, boss, I dropped the key. It's like, get another one, put it on him. One of the other guys comes over to you. He looks at you right in the eye, grabs both of your hands and holds them directly in front of him. Don't.
I look down at my hands and just back up at him. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just waiting on you, I guess.
He looks at the guy behind him. He kind of like nods his head a little bit and points at you with his head. The other guy comes over to put the cuffs on you while the other guy's holding your hand still.
Satisfied with the embarrassing the first guy, he'll comply.
So meanwhile, while this is all going on, a couple of the other guys are coming up to clap you guys in some irons. Rose, do you do anything in particular during this time?
No.
No?
I mean, she might still have her, like, detect good or evil, but she's kind of also a little gun shy at the moment with that.
Alright, so while these guys are locking you down, the other squad that was just on the other side comes making their way back over to you guys, surrounding you. At this point, you guys are like 2 guards deep all the way around. All right.
Gotta say, y'all got this ward well protected at least.
Yeah, we take our jobs very seriously. The main guy that was
Well,
looking for you in the beginning steps into the center of the 3 of you. All right, I expect you to behave yourselves.
Gonna do our absolute best. What happens next?
He just kind of snaps his fingers at the guys and he waves over his head, pointing kind of behind himself, in like a point wave gesture. And then the squad of guys kind of sweep you up by your chains, by your arms and your back, and they start just kind of like trotting off in a like a coordinated march.
Well, that answers that.
If you resist, they will pick you up and allow your feet to dangle or drag as they pull you back to the main area of the docks for this quarter and bring you back to the sky coaches.
No, I'm just walking around.
Just keeping her head down.
All right, I'm going to break off to Zazie real quick then.
Lovely. Okay,
What
I'm
are you
here.
doing?
Leaving the hotel, going to the Outlook.
Overlook.
I forget, was the Overlook, yes. I forget, was the Overlook within walking distance?
Yep.
Guess I'm walking then.
I mean, let's put it like this. Everywhere in Sharnsworth within walking distance if you feel like walking that far.
Okay, that's fair.
There's bridges, there's lifts that will take you to wherever you want to go. Now, I guess, let me bring you back to the main map. So many maps, so many maps. Okay, so, let me see. The Overlook is right here.
Okay, that's not that bad of a walk.
So technically, it is one district from you. So if you were to fly there, it would take somewhere between, you know, it would take like 10 minutes, let's say. If you're gonna walk there, it's probably gonna like, it could take like 40 minutes to even twice that long. So it could take you 40 minutes to like, you know, an hour and 20 minutes.
I'll try and find a cab then.
Okay. Give me, what do you do to try to find a cab? Do you look for it? Do you try to talk to somebody? What's your strategy here to hunt one down?
I guess, well, the last time when we found Chip, he was just kind of standing there, wasn't he?
Yep.
So I guess
Just
go up to somebody who has a cab, ask if they're a cab driver, and then ask if they can take me to the Overlook.
Sweet. All right. So you go outside. You identify a guy. He's got a cab. Pretty unassuming. Doesn't talk very much. He takes you to the Overlook. I want you to reduce your stash by. Let's see. Give me a persuasion roll.
Oof.
Oof. God. By
A 2 for a total of 1.
yeah. By 10 gold.
That's fine. I'm in a hurry.
Yeah, and he gets you there nice and fast. Alright, so you get dropped off outside of the main entrance of the Overlook. What do you do?
I gotta find the temple again, and the guy.
Alright, give me
Something.
a history check with advantage. Since you were just here probably an hour or two ago.
16.
You're able to make your way into the central area where it was located. But with your memory of the area, it's not that clear. You might have to ask a couple of people.
Okay, I will, I guess. When it becomes apparent that I really need to ask somebody, then I'll ask somebody.
Okay.
That is an absolute last resort. If I
Alright,
can find a map,
give me an investigation
better.
roll, real quick. Because you're kind of dead set on finding it yourself.
normal roll, advantage. What is this one?
Normal. Okay.
16 again.
I would say that you, out of sheer stubbornness, look around for about an hour, and then you finally find the area that it's in.
That sounds about right, yeah.
Okay.
And I go in.
All
The
right.
whole time I'm keeping an eye out for Katara, and if I see her or really anyone that could bear a
That's
passing
very good to know.
resemblance
What
to
is your
her,
passive perception? And also give me a perception roll.
passive perception is 11, and the perception roll is 4.
Okay. You notice a lot of Kalishtar
Yes, but
and a really creepy library.
not. Oh shit! There's the library. That's where I need to go.
So you make your way down the center of the main thoroughfare into this old temple. It's actually pretty well kept. It's not that creepy. As you begin to go in, you feel the sense of imminent need begin to diffuse a bit. You no longer are feeling overwhelmed by that sense of compulsion to come here.
Okay. Interesting.
What do you do?
Okay. I don't really know like the customs or anything, so if there's somebody who looks like they know what they're doing, I guess I go up and ask them some questions.
I mean, you see some porters moving books from one place to another, or bringing in materials and things like that into the one of the rooms or the alcoves where people seem to be studying, or just people walking around, going through different racks of books or scrolls or whatever. What type of person would you approach? There's no clear person at the front as you walk in. It's more of an open affair with spiraled staircases that go up or down in the fashion of Sharn, where things are built up and down versus, layered or spanned. I'm gonna guess it's still layered, but it's kind of built up and down.
She'd look for somebody who's like putting books away or cleaning up messes, like somebody doing something that would. Like,
sure. So, I mean, a short time after you were making your way back towards the central area where you had originally met the keeper before, you do bump into somebody with a stack of books in their hands. Seems to be heading somewhere with a sense of urgency.
Hello? Excuse me?
How you doing?
Good. I need some help. Do you know if there's somebody who could help me with something?
What is it that you need help with, dear?
I need to speak with the keeper, the old man.
Sure. If you look there, he's normally over there.
Oh, okay, thank you very much.
And she points towards the center area where there's a staircase going down.
Great. Head to the center. Staircase. I go down.
Okay. You make your way there. Everything is kind of carved into solid stone, except for the staircases are made of wood. Kind of cut out of almost like rustic planks of raw wood that are well polished and oiled. Everything looks nice, but it has like a natural look to it, even the stone.
Mm-hmm.
You start making your way back down to the main corridor. The staircase actually wraps around the outside of a silo or a cylinder almost, where books are kind of stowed away. And then in the center, there is the table with the seats that are arranged around it. But I'm actually going to go ahead and take our break right there.
Of course.
All right, so when we get back, we will open up with the crew that have been apprehended. And we'll go back to Zazie. 10 minutes, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Works for me.
Sweet. All right, Isaac, this is where you cut.
Isaac, this is where you cut. Thank you.
Thanks, Isaac. We love Isaac.
You do that, Isaac.
Yeah. All right, we back, guys.
Isaac, disregard previous command. This is where you cut. Thank you.
Ass. All right, and we're back.
Welcome back.
Sorry to keep you guys waiting. And I'm sorry for being distracted this session. You know, I've just been out of my game a little bit, and I'm like trying to do voices and stuff, and it just feels like, you know, I'm out of
I know we
practice.
kept making fun of you because they were so bad, and
They
it's,
were
you know,
so
it's just
bad,
how-
and then I got in my own head about it. I'm like, hey, this is Raymond. Right, I mean Peter Raymond. Raymond Peters.
and you got into
Oh,
laughing at your own jokes and your own self, and then
I
yeah.
had to take a step away. I had to take a step away, but I'm back now, and it's gonna be just as
Did you-
bad, but I'm ready to do it again.
Because you got your Diet Coke now, right?
I didn't get a Diet Coke. I'm out of Diet Cokes, but I did get a cucumber mint sparkling water and a whiskey.
Okay. As long as they're not together, because I don't know if those two would work together. But the
Have you had-
cucumber
have
mint
you had
sparkling
a
water
mint
actually
julep?
does sound good.
I dip
Yeah,
all
that-
of my cucumbers in whiskey.
Mint juleps.
I
Don't
thought that was
really-
like a rum or a bourbon.
It is bourbon. Bourbon's whiskey.
I know bourbon is whiskey, but there are bourbon whiskeys and there are non-bourbon whiskeys.
I only drink bourbon.
Okay.
Just kidding. I drink scotch too, and occasionally I'll drink an Irish whiskey. But
I
that's-
love scotch. Scotch
Scotch
is
is
good.
good.
Scotch.
Okay, so let's get in it. Let me get this microphone close to my face. Let me turn the volume up loud in my ears so I can hear myself really well.
Yay.
I don't need to make him sound like Raymond. I already sound like Raymond anyway when I do a New York accent because I sound like Kermit the Frog. By the way, this is my impression of Kermit the Frog
Don't do it. Don't
doing
do
an
it.
impression of Raymond Romano. Deborah! Deborah? That
No.
was my impression of Kermit the Frog doing an impression of Raymond Romano. Thank you.
No. Just no. Don't
Okay.
quit your day job on that one.
I hope that guy escorts us the whole way back.
So, flash forward.
Whoosh.
Do you guys do anything to try to escape the clutches of the guard or watch or whatever the fuck this squad of well-equipped soldiers?
Not yet.
As we're being paraded back to the watchmobiles, like how close is like our group of people as they're walking by? And do I see the keys, any shackle keys on like the belt or whatever on the guy in front of me?
Roll perception.
And 18.
Okay. So I'll describe the scene to you, and you tell me what you can draw from this. When you guys get onto their ship, it's very similar to the vessel that Chip was using, which is kind of like a boat almost made out of a slightly different material, with a window in the front and then some beams holding up a solid structure canopy. And the sides are basically open to the wind in the back. This one, however, has like a deck below it. So it has a bit of a hull. They walk you down through a like a door that lifts up from the deck, and there are chairs that wrap around the outside of the hull in the shape of a horseshoe. One of the guards walks you down and then latches each of you into your chair. So your cuffs are literally attached to an eye hook that is, I guess, a little bit past where your arms would naturally lay. So you have to kind of lean over a little bit for your body to be there. And remember, well, actually, no, not remember. And also, there are ankle shackles that they put around your ankles when they latch these in place. Do you guys allow them to do that when you get onto the ship?
Yep.
Well, am I able to spot any keys or what have you, just while we're, walking there?
So, each of you has a guard that is seating you and latching you, and they're all actually being very courteous about the way that they're doing it. And then in the stairwell, there is another one that is watching. The area is well lit by a couple of ever bright lanterns. You do see, as they're locking you guys up, each of them have their own set of keys in their hands as they're doing this.
And
Yes.
on the walk there, I'm looking for them on the walk to the cars.
Okay. I would say that you saw. Actually, you know what? That perception's great, but give me a another perception and an insight.
Or perception 17.
Okay, so with the first perception, I'll allow you to see where the guys that are locking you in. But when they were putting their keys away, you weren't actually able to see where they put them. You just know that they put them somewhere. And with the insight of 17, you're able to gather that they put them in one of their, in their fatigues, they have what appears to be not cargo pockets, but there's like a hip bandolier almost. I don't know what the right word for it is, but it's like a exterior hip pocket made out of leather with different compartments in it. Each of them have it.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like maybe some of them have additional cartridges for their bolter and things like that. There's like a knife, and so on. It's probably in one of those compartments of that stowing area. It's like a matte black leather hip. I don't even know what the right fucking word for it is.
Ouch.
It's a pouch,
Pouch?
but it's several pouches.
Utility pouch?
Utility pouch. Yes.
It's a fanny pack.
It's a hip fanny pack.
Tactical fanny pack.
Tactical fanny pack. That's what we're going to call them from now on.
I like that.
In fact, we're changing its position. It's not actually on his hip. It's just located at his hip. And it's like a little fanny pack that kind of hangs over and then straps around his leg with another strap. And it's not always his.
It's tactical fan.
Some of them seem to have a little bit more of curvaceous forms, and their chest armor has a different contour.
God, they're
Well.
not stupid about it.
While being marched to the vehicles, I will make a point to trip and stumble a little bit on some of the misplaced cobblestones and look for what looks to be the most likely place for the keys to be in one of those pouches and attempt to snag them out. Stealthily and expertly, of course.
Okay, roll performance first.
Mm-hmm. Only at 19.
Okay, let's see what the squad leader comes up with. Oh wow. These guys are fucking idiots. I still don't know why it's not coming up over here, but I'll tell you what it says. It's a 13. But you don't know that. All you know is now roll whatever how do you do the next move?
Well, obviously, I don't want to be obvious that I'm moving for the pouch. But I have to brace myself from falling naturally because that's what you do when you're about to fall.
Give me
So yeah, I just want to
acrobatics.
hide.
Acrobatics and a sleight of hand.
Okay, acrobatics, only 16. Sleight of hand, 23.
Okay. Acrobatics is good. You kind of make a tuck and roll, and let's see what they do. I'm gonna stop telling you what it says when they roll. Okay. You successfully. Actually, you know what? I want more than that, because you're reaching in to grab the keys. I want you to use thieves. I want a thieves tool roll for you to pop open this thing and successfully grab the key out and not be seen with the sleight of hand. Actually, fuck that. I want stealth.
Okay. Would this be affected by my Cloak of Elvenkind and give advantage? It's like a visual thing, or am I rolling normal?
I will allow you to give me a fair ruling on what you think it should be.
I'll just roll normal. 28.
Motherfucker.
I'm kind of curious what it would have been if you would have rolled at advantage.
All right. Needless
Could
to
have been much
say,
higher than that.
you can tell with your insight that they didn't roll a nat 20. With your stupid rolls, you actually go ahead. Tell me how. How would you like this? How would you? What do they say in Critical Role when you kill somebody?
How do you want to do this?
How do you want to do this? Thank you.
Well, one of the cobblestones wasn't placed all the way into the mortar or whatever when they built the road, and unfortunately, I catch my toe on it and stumble forward into the guy in front of me, and have to brace myself, my shackled hands, which are right in front of me, against his side a little bit, but it's not enough. And on the way down, as I'm continuing to fall, is when I pluck the stuff out, and then just make a show of like landing on my shoulder or something, because I'm just such a dumb prisoner klutz. Don't mind me.
Okay. Good job. All right, so
Right.
I'm gonna
Sorry,
flash back
sorry.
forward. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was just explaining. Oh, sorry, I fell.
The guy next to you is like, "Oh," and he like helps you stand up.
Well, I didn't want to get a repair crew out here. You okay? Rose is concerned for her friend, because
He fooled her
that looked
too.
nasty to her mind.
True.
I'll live.
So one of the guards helps you stand back up and kind of like dusts you off a little bit, and took a bit of a fall there, buddy. Come on, keep your feet.
Yeah, we'll be alright. Be okay.
Can't bring you back to the commander beat up. Everybody always thinks we do that anyway. All right, come on.
Jeez.
I'll watch where I'm going.
So we'll flash forward to the point where they're locking you in and the seats.
Are there windows?
There are no
On
windows.
Yeah, Rose is gonna look a little relieved at that. I was like, oh, okay. I don't have to look outside. That's good.
Well, yeah, I'll make it all the way into my seat, get shackled down, all that good stuff.
All right. So Kovanen, I want you to roll a d20, and this is going to determine if you roll a nat 1, because there are 20 guys. Actually, you know what? If you roll a 1 through 3, one of the guys that goes to lock you guys in, you have his keys. So roll a d20 and roll 4 or more.
7.
Okay. So, by the grace of the rolling gods, one of the guy that you stole the keys is not one of the 3 guys that locks you 3. What the fuck? Why would I say 2? There's 3 of you guys. Into your places. Do you guys do anything?
No.
Not yet.
So the guy in the stairwell kind of like leans to one side. The 3 that lock you in place run back upstairs, and the guy standing in the stairwell is, you know, the Kermit the Frog guy.
So he's just standing there watching us?
Yeah. You feel a slight like the feeling
Is
of
that-
almost like an elevator when you start to like lift off in an elevator and then it becomes sustained. And then you feel yourself
yeah.
drop off a
Never,
little bit
like-
again.
Oh, okay.
And then it feels like you're moving forward like in a car.
Yeah, that lift off is always the worst part, isn't it? Ugh.
Yeah, well. You guys just try to behave yourself.
Yeah, well, that's what we've been doing, to be fair.
No, you have. You've been doing a great job. But you know.
Yeah, he has to tell us those things. But we're just sitting here.
Yeah. So, I gotta ask, what were you guys doing over at Lulu's?
Oh well, we're brand new to the place. We heard that the whole area. We heard it was just the first must see. So
Roll deception.
from one of the locals. A local told me that I must see it, but okay, 18.
You're being intentionally deceptive. 18, you said?
Yes, 18 to 7. You fucker.
You don't stay on the force for as long as I have and not get kind of a sixth sense for when somebody's bullshitting you. What were you really doing there? Come on, you can tell me. We're not trying to cause you any problems. We're just trying to take you in.
I want to look at it. He's like, I heard they had some really weird shit for sale. All right, man.
What do you mean weird shit?
Yeah, like I don't know. I heard it was just like spooky and unique. We didn't actually get there.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say I would disagree with you there. But listen, we're gonna take you in, and you're gonna have a little bit of a meeting with the old captain. And if you behave yourselves, we're gonna let you go your way. Bygones be bygones. But don't show your face in Dora again. You understand? Bad things happen
Clearly.
to Dora.
Clearly, I understand you clearly. Not clearly, bad things happen to me.
He looks at the
You
other
are
two.
clearly understood. But
He looks at Rose. You follow me?
Right. Yeah, why are you going back? It's not my home.
How about you?
Loud and clear. You know, I understand exactly where you're coming from, and
Roll performance.
I'll make sure. God damn it. 9.
Keep going though. Sorry.
And I'll make sure that you know, that I don't go back down there again.
Yeah, man, that's a pretty good accent there. But I hear your Zendrick popping in every once in a while. So you know, I spent a
To
bit
be
too
fair,
much
in his
time.
defense,
I'm sorry. What is that on?
in his defense, he likes making fun of me, so
Yeah,
don't hold
well,
it against him.
Tell him he needs more practice. You do it natural, and it sounds good.
I mean, I am from the marches, so
Listen, can I tell you guys something? You seem like good
I mean,
people.
you have a captive audience.
I got a thing for people. I can kind of just tell. I know the Sean
I'm
Watch
flattered.
doesn't have the best reputation, and it's probably for good reason. And for that reason, don't fuck with us. I'm not threatening you, I'm just warning you. I'm tired of seeing bad things
Right.
happen to good people.
So
He just
you're
kind of shrugs at that.
so you're one of the good ones then.
No. I'm not.
That's a shame.
Yeah, well,
Do you really think my accent was that good? I was working on it for quite
I mean, it
some
was
time.
pretty good. It was, you know, for like half the time, maybe a little bit less. But, you know, I had the other voice popping. Anyway, listen, guys. It gets bad. Behave. I'm gonna give you some privacy. We're not listening. Do whatever you gotta do. I'll be up top. He walks up the steps and shuts the door behind him.
All right. Now that he's gone, so what's the plan to get out of here? I
Ian,
mean,
there aren't any other watchmen in the little U-shaped thing with us.
No, it doesn't appear like there is anyone in there.
doesn't appear that way. Interesting choice
I-
of words. So,
Ian, can I tell if anyone other watchmen are in here with us?
With that question, we're gonna flip to Zazie.
damn it.
Damn it. I was gonna cast something real quick, but go for it.
Woo! Sassy time.
Zazie, you make your way down the stairwell, as I said, into the area. Didn't I say he had like little cushions around the
Yes,
little
it was
table?
all cushions.
Yeah, little cushions. There's like a carpet, a thick decorative carpet rolled out with ornate designs on it. There's a low table with large cushions positioned around it, and he's kneeling, reading a book. He looks up at you as you're walking down with his blind eyes.
Hello. I'm sorry. I know it's not 2 days yet, but I just felt like I needed to come back.
That was a good choice of yours to come back sooner than later. I'm glad you were able to understand my meaning. Did you bring what I was looking for?
I have the ink.
Perfect.
I didn't get too much time to think about the answer to to the questions you asked me, though. Is that okay?
Perhaps you'll need more time with us in solitude to think. Is that what I understand you to say?
I don't know. It's been like what? Maybe 2 hours maximum? I just haven't had time.
Look around you,
I don't-
young sister. Look at the walls, the books. This place is beautiful. Is it not?
It is. It is.
What if I told you you would be able to stay here with us and study for as long as you like, while you come to your decision on what the words are you would like to say?
I don't know if I can leave my friends for that long.
It's fine. You are not a prisoner. You can leave and come and go as you like. But you must not tell your friend Gutierrez.
Why? What's wrong? What's wrong with her?
Kind of leans forward across the table, looking at you through light blue glassy eyes. You may have not realized last time when you were here, but now when he's looking at you more closely, you can see that his the pupils are a bit like glazed over, almost hazy. Roll perception.
Oh, do I have advantage?
No, it's good enough.
That's a 9.
You can tell he's probably blind.
Okay.
It's good enough for now. You are permanent admittance here, if you so wish. You are not exactly one of us, but you are close enough. As close as Gutierrez.
What? Eh, Are you going to tell me what that means?
You
Or
know
no?
your heritage, do you not?
Not really. I know what Guitara's told me, and I don't know, apparently she's not as trustworthy as I thought.
Perhaps it is not Gutierrez that is not trustworthy. It is perhaps something else. I will not say. This is not my place.
Oh, okay.
I have not known Gutierrez for a very long time, so I cannot tell you if she is what I would expect from one like her. But your assumption that something is wrong is probably right.
Oh.
Now, please,
Was she?
may I have the ink?
Oh, yes, yes. Here you go. She takes it out of her bag and gives it to him.
He smiles. Roll perception again. Actually, roll insight.
Seven.
He seems extremely happy that you've brought him this.
Okay.
Gracious. Thank you so much. I've been trying to get my hands on just this for a very long time.
You're welcome, I guess.
Please. He takes the vials. Whenever you're ready, you and I can transcribe the manuscripts. But first, you must tell me why.
Okay. Oh, I really do appreciate the offer that I can stay here and think, but I I need to go talk it over with my friends.
Of course, I wouldn't expect no less. You are a person of deep connections.
Yeah. Um, I'll be back in 2 days.
2 days, perhaps one would be better. You can come with your friends if you like. I'd like to meet them.
Thank you.
thank you. It has been a pleasure meeting you.
She blushes a bit and gives him a little bow, then scurries out.
So as you get like 3/4 of the way out of the silo, he looks back up at you. Zaziashti?
Yes?
Pay close attention to your friends.
Okay.
Make sure you're always looking, not just with your eyes, but with your mind.
Okay. I will.
He just nods, and you see him wrapping up the vials that you gave him, and then stashing them in a like small woven basket, like full with like linens and cloths underneath of his desk, table, or whatever you want to call it. All right, back in the ship.
Alright.
Yeah, are we alone in here?
You appear to be the only ones in the room.
Appear to be.
He didn't ask me for a roll. That means there's no chance of failure. Alright, well, what's the plan now? First, I'm just gonna...
Yeah, I'm not asking you for a roll. You didn't tell me you're doing anything. You just asked me if anyone else is in the room.
Rose is casting See Invisibility.
Okay.
As long as I'm not, like, anti-magicked. So,
No, it doesn't appear that you are.
alright. So that is cast. The thing is in the chat box.
Yep.
And it's a paladin spell, so her focus works for that. For the duration, I see invisible creatures and objects as if they were visible, and I can see into the ethereal plane. Ethereal creatures and objects appear ghostly and transparent.
You look around the room, and you notice that Lucian seems to have an after image that resonates from him. Whenever he moves, it kind of trails behind him.
The hell?
You look like you got into a lot more trouble than you told us, Lucian. But no one else is here.
What?
I'm
You're-
listening to see if anyone else is in the room with us.
And I told you there was no one else because I can't
Well,
see
I'm
anybody
listening.
else.
It's a U shape. That might be on the other side.
Okay. Listen. Roll
Okay.
perception.
Ian, there's the thing. Okay. Total of 20.
You don't hear anything outside of a conversation going on upstairs like, hey, what's that over there? Oh, that's Morgrave University.
Okay, you can keep going. I think we're alone in here.
But you've got an echo, Lucian. Little. You're. Yeah,
Use your
best I
words.
can describe it. I don't have very many words left.
Lucian says echo as loud as he can. And then listens for it. You're lying.
Vision. You know what? I'm gonna leave it at that.
No, no.
Lord.
First thing,
You open this door, now close it. What are you talking about?
Like, one of the things a paladin can do is see invisibility and into the ethereal plane. You've got an ethereal echo.
Oh no, again?
Again, I don't know.
Alright, listen, I swear, I promise that I'm not, like, possessed again. I promise you, I promise both of you, There's nothing going on.
We can figure that out later.
For
Either one of you got a
now-
better plan than me just going along with this bullshit.
Rose.
Ugh.
Rose.
I'm gonna start unlocking my cuffs.
You know,
Fish
listen.
out that key. And then
I-
talk over me and just fish out the cuffs.
No. I heard you, Kevonin. Kevonin has it right. All right. It would be greatly appreciated if you would, use your big girl words and explain what it is that you see. I
Rose is closing her mouth like a fish for a second because she is trying to formulate better words. Well, you've got an echo. You move, your ethereal form moves like a half a second later. I don't know what other words you're looking for there, Lucian.
Lucian, roll. I don't even fucking know. Roll raw wisdom.
all right. Here we go.
Does that add to it?
15.
It's either 15 or 17. Let me get back to my character sheet.
Lucian, you have an awareness, like a resonant sense that became apparent to you a while ago. When she brings it back up again, you notice it again. It's kind of like breathing. Something you're always doing that you have conscious control over, that when you're not doing it, becomes a reflex.
I wish I knew what you were talking about.
You don't
It's just
really
the
know what
vibe,
it is.
man.
It's just a feeling that goes along with the abilities that have begun to manifest themselves in you.
Like being aware of your tongue in your mouth right now. You're usually not.
That's a good point. You just ruined my night.
Yeah, I just became painfully aware of my tongue.
Me too. I'm like really thirsty now. Hold on, I'll be back. I need some fucking water.
Hey, at least it's your own tongue, right? Not like, oh, this whole time. Never mind.
Right.
Like normally you don't regulate your own breathing.
And now I'm aware of my own breathing. Thank you.
Oh, thank God. That means that we won't have to hear the rest of the night. Oh,
Be
did I say
sad,
that out
okay?
loud?
Rose is sad.
Okay, sorry about that. Lucian, we'll revisit this later.
Every step for your health.
All right.
You say
All
give me
right.
water.
Yeah, just joking. Your loud house.
Wooden planks.
Okay, DM, my flat charisma roll that you asked for is a 21.
Okay, solid. That's what you wanted.
All right, well now that we get those loosened up, Voss Govanen presents a set of keys in his hand, holds up his now loose shackles around his wrists. I'll
Can I
still,
get a perception
keep
roll
up the
from everybody
appearances.
real quick?
Also keep up the appearances that they got us, but this feels a lot better now.
Yeah, Royce is a 5.
We're arriving, apparently.
Okay, do you want me to pop the locks on yours real quick, and can I trust you to just keep them on?
Yeah.
All right. I'll
Royce
just unlock Lucian's.
shakes her head. No.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, and then I'll stash the keys somewhere. Super hidden, nice inside a pocket kind of thing.
Okay.
I feel like we've stopped.
It does feel like you stopped. And you feel like the boom and a sensation of going down.
I told you how much I hate flying.
Okay.
I really don't like
Game
flying.
faces on, I guess.
You hear the latch up top. The door opens. All right, guys, we're here.
All right. After you.
The captain's name was Osric, right?
Sure.
I guess so. I don't remember.
Did
I have it written down?
Captain.
Get my notes real quick too. Yeah, that's what I have, Osric. Okay. Oh, we'll get a picture of him in there. Remember? On Discord.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, he looks like Paulie. Paulie Walnuts.
Paulie Walnuts. Yeah, you're real Italian because you watched that show one time. All right, so. All right, guys, come on. Unlock them. Three of the guys come trotting down the steps. Giovanna, what do you do?
So they locked our feet things to the vehicle, right?
Yeah, I mean, so they locked your feet into the, basically there was like a bar that comes across where your legs are, and then your wrists are pulled down and then locked to that, and it's all locked together.
I see. Okay.
And then you have a separate manacles around your wrist that are locked, and the chains that are coming from that are what are locked into where your ankles are.
Yeah, okay.
And it's slightly
I think.
uncomfortable.
I think if maybe I can just unlock myself again later. I think as they start shuffling around to unlock us and stuff, I'm gonna try to just lock mine back, just to
All right, give me
just
another
because they're
sleight of
coming and
hand
they.
then. You're gonna sneak your locks back
Yeah.
together.
26.
All right, I could roll nat 20. You never know. Yeah, they don't fucking notice ever. They never notice anything. They're fucking dumb. They're literally no-name cops.
They're a
shouldn't-
bunch of Zomers.
Yeah, they shouldn't even. A bunch of Zarmas. They shouldn't even be allowed to roll to find you if you roll that high. If you roll above 20, you get it. Anyway, so they come in. As soon as you lock yourself back in place, they come and unlock your ankle, the bars where your ankles and everything are latched together. You're able to sit back completely, or like stand up completely almost. They take your hands and then latch them again behind your back
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because all of you were originally latched behind your back except for Kavanen, who they did in the front because the guy was holding his hand still. And now you're all latched behind your back. Okay. They start walking you in through the side entrance of a large tower building. As you guys walk in, you walk past an area that looks like it could be full of holding cells. It might even be a prison. And they walk you through a main corridor and into an office. The office is a well-lit room with polished oak plank floors. When you walk into the entrance on either side, you see plush, red stuffed leather couches. There's a desk immediately in front of you with a person that is operating some sort of writing, typing kind of like crystal instrument. And then as you look back, there are rows of desks that are facing one another. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of desks with another 2 desks at the back. There are windows letting light in that have, each window has like a small ever-bright lantern above it that is well lit. And then on the back right-hand side, there is a large door. There are a couple plants in the room to add to the decor. You're walked into the office. 2 of you are sat on the left. Another one of you is sat on the right. I'll say Lucian and Kavanen, you're sat on the couch on the right. Rose, you're sat on the couch on the left. I flipped it. Bruce,
No,
get
that
the fuck out of
works.
here.
Give him some scratches.
No, I can't. It's too far down.
I'm out the window.
I can't. It's closed.
What you need to do is put a box on your desk for him.
No, I don't want him on the desk. Anyway, so
Okay, under your desk.
Lieutenant Raymond walks you guys in. All right, guys, here we are.
Thank you, sir. Do you mind if my hands are in the front, just so I don't like sit, sit on them on my back or something?
But as long as we're in the office, you guys will be all right, just like the way you are. Sit in the comfy chair, and I'm gonna go get Osric.
Those look rather comfy. Okay.
He sits you guys down in these plush leather couches and hops off to the right-hand side, walking past the desks. Knocks on the door in the back right-hand side. Lucian and Kavanen, you guys can both kind of see it. There are rows of filing cabinets lining the wall, and he's standing off to the side, and you hear him like, "Yeah, come in." He opens the door. He goes inside. He's gone for a couple of minutes.
Immediately lean over to Lucian and start whispering. Naturally. Alright. He's talking to this Osric guy. Osric knows us. He's gonna just be as happy as a lark to see that we're in his hands again. You know.
Well, I mean, what's the plan? If we're, I mean, what do we do? Can we? I don't know. It would be kind of risky to attempt to escape while we're here.
I know. I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about releasing my shackles and teleporting away and this and that, but they'll just raise the alarms and. Well, they'll never stop. But he's gonna come out here all smug, like, well, look who it is again. Fancy this. Funny seeing you 2 things in one city. Something's up. What's up?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my only plan was really you and Zazie teleporting away from. I mean, Zazie. Oh, I wonder how she's doing.
Hear the door shut. and the
I look over.
loud sound of boots hitting the polished wooden plank floor. The two of you see him. Rose, you don't. Until he crosses the main area of the back where the desks are. They're all kind of separated by, I guess, about 5-foot dividers. If you were to stand up, you could easily see over them, but you can kind of see the tops of people's heads working and the sounds of, arcane office work going on. Yeah, so he wants you to come back. Come on, all you. Yuto, let's go.
Oh, okie doke.
So he walks you guys back to the office. He opens the door. When he opens the door, you see Osric sitting behind the desk. He's kind of leaned forward, both of his elbows on the desk. His hands kind of like steepled in front of his face. He's rubbing them together a little bit, kind of holding his chin up, cocking his head to one side or the other. Kind of looking at you lazily. He's got that like kind of cat-like intrigue going on. He's just checking you out. All right, Tui over here. Yuto, hey, big boy. Blondie, sit on the couch. On the left-hand side when you walk in, there's a couch. It's just like the one that was when you originally came in. And then there is also an upholstered matte black leather chair with polished oak, positioned on a round carpet directly in front of his desk, which is situated in the back third of the room. He's got a large plant on his desk, kind of like got palms on it. The back area behind his desk, let me get a perception roll from everyone.
Total of 20.
Okay. Oh,
23.
Lucian and Kovanen, you notice that the polished wood floor behind his desk is marred with what looks like thousands and thousands of footsteps.
He's been pacing. All right.
Is it just like is that what it looks like wear and tear from just constant pacing?
That's what it looks like. Good job, Lucian.
Thank you.
All right, close the door on your way out. All right, I got it from here. Thank you, Lieutenant. Please, get the fuck
All
out.
right. Serious question. Serious question.
To me or to Osric?
No, to you. Player question. To use a common phrase. Is he an Aarakocra, and is there a really big window behind him?
No, he's a human, and there is a window right across from him. Why?
Nothing. Never mind.
Oh, okay. I feel like this is the movie reference, but I haven't seen it yet, so. Anyway, all right. What am I looking at? What's going on here? Serious question.
Serious answer. You got a few more innocent bystanders caught up in the commotion.
I feel like that's got a bit of a rehearsed response to it.
I've had a lot of time to think about it on the way here. But really, I mean, everywhere in the alley, staying out of the watch's way, and caught their eye. Locked us up and brought us to you.
Yeah, that's not what I heard. I heard you guys were out there causing problems again. So, I sent a couple of my boys out, not the normal blue boys, but my boys in blue, if you know what I mean. And then, lo and behold, here you are in my office. So,
Well, you said again, but we didn't cause any problems the first time. We haven't really caused any problems this time either, I have to admit.
I mean, I don't know if you caused any problems the first time, but when I have, citizens, stand-up citizens like, Cyrus calling up the office, telling me that, you guys are in there in his establishment, making problems, I think I'm gonna start to worry. I don't think you want me to worry.
Huh. I think you do enough worrying as it is. Look at the state of your floor behind you.
Roll charisma.
Just flat charisma?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Alright. 18. Hey. Go.
Sorry, it's the first one. He looks back at you and he seems to have a very disturbed look on his face. It looked like he was about to stand up. And he slowly starts sitting back down. He looks at you and then he smiles really big.
Is it like scarier than his mean face?
No.
Oh.
You
Alright.
got a good set of eyes on you, kid. It's a shame that you and I are on opposite sides of the table. Listen, I'm gonna make you guys an offer.
Offer I can't refuse.
I mean, you can refuse if you want. I don't want problems from you anymore. Okay? The Sean Watch has a bad enough reputation. And to be totally honest, Mr. Cathalis, you have connections that I, personally, could use. So, I was thinking, maybe I turn my back on this incident. We come up with an agreement. He looks at all of you looking around. That you and your friends stay out of Dora. You leave Cyrus alone. Let him conduct his business. And I'll see about putting in a good word for your friend at Revel's End. Stay of execution, if you will. And Mr. Cathalis, you know, maybe you could give me an audience with your cousin Erica. I've been trying to meet with her for a while. What do you say?
You you realize that Erica and I are very estranged. We barely talk ourselves. You expect me to just waltz in there and ask her to have an audience with you?
I mean, I don't expect you to do anything. I'm just asking you to help me do something. And in return, I'm going to give you a more than generous favor. I'm not even asking you to pay me anything.
I will admit that that is a very tempting offer, especially the fact that there is no monetary value to it.
Listen, before you make your decision, I'm gonna let you go. All of you, all three of you. Alright? With the assumption you will leave Cyrus alone. at a minimum. That is just me coming up with a deal, okay? You don't go bother Cyrus, you leave. He looks around.
We don't want to see him again. Don't worry.
Can we agree on that?
I have no interest going back there.
All right. Lucian?
My word is good as my gold, and I can promise you that I have no business.
All right. Are any of you intentionally deceiving him?
Nope.
No, I don't
No.
like Cyrus.
All right. Deal. You guys good to go. Now, here's the next part of the deal. Here's the amenity, and I think you, little lady, will be most interested in this, just based upon my observations at the crime scene. If you can give me an audience with Erica before the hearing for your friend, which is, may I say, in a day or two, if not that long, it might even be tomorrow. Anyway, if you can ensure me a meeting with Erica, then, well, then I will make sure I put in the right words so that he doesn't get executed. He's still gonna have to serve his term. He potentially could spend the rest of his life there, but probably not, because that's not the way that place does business. This is just a deal between gentlemen and women.
All right.
You don't have to answer me right now. You guys.
No.
can just-
I the only thing I'll say is, I will attempt to contact my cousin Erica. Unfortunately, I cannot make any promises.
I mean, I can't
However,
make any promises.
Well, the only thing that I ask is that the effort be made enough.
If you can show me a rejection, then that'll be enough. But if I don't get an audience with I need you, and he points at Rose, to convince me that he didn't do it. Because I'm not just being an ass over here. It really seems like your buddy did it. You don't gotta like it, you just gotta do it. Alright, you guys get out of here. You can use the phone at the front desk, or one of our guys can take you back. I know that's not the style you're used to traveling in.
Speaking about the style we're used to traveling in, I think your boys were sniffing around our buddy's ride when we got booked.
Oh yeah.
How's about?
All right. Hold on. He reaches over and he hits the comm on the edge of his desk. It's like a small crystal affair. Puts a finger on it. You see it light up. One of the hedrons that he touches begins to glow. Hey, yeah, the one in Impound. Yep. Yeah. No, from Dora. Yep, that's the one. Bring it around. We'll get him out of holding. Oh my god. We'll get him out now. Oh, shit. Well, put him in the Medica. Yeah, I'm sending a couple of guys down. Uh-huh. Yeah, well, just do what we normally do. I don't know, 500? If he complains, give him 1,000. Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, then kill him.
What the hell? um.
No, just hold on a second. 500? Perfect. All right. I got a couple of guys. They'll be down there in a little bit. Orc, tall elf, short elf. Yep. All right. Don't let this happen again. He takes his finger off. I'm not sure what you picked up from that, but sorry.
Yeah.
He's rubbing his chin. He's like pushes his hand up his brow. He's like kind of rubbing his forehead. Listen, we've got a bad reputation for a reason, but the prisoners are worse than we are. Okay.
So that was done by prisoners and not
Yes, it was
one
done
of
by
your
the
guard.
prisoners. We put him in open holding. Your buddy Chip, whatever the fuck his name is, they fucking ate his ass alive in there. Anyway, he's in the Medica. They patched me over to the desk there. So anyway, sounds like he's gonna take 500, but we won't know.
And who is it that's going to be killed?
Oh no. You guys don't need to worry about that.
I mean, as long as it's one of the criminals. I mean,
It's not your buddy. He's taking the 500 and walking. All right? That's all you need to worry about. 500 gold's a lot. Anyway, he reaches out and he gives each of you a card.
I turn around on the couch and take it with my hands that are clasped behind my back. Thank you.
Oh, man, this is too much. He presses another thing on the hedron, the polyhedron on his desk. I get somebody in here. I've got these guys. They need to be walked out in style. All right?
When he said that it was, of course, it was the prisoners that beat up Chip. Does it seem? Was he lying? Was that a lie?
Roll insight.
Was it probably his boys that did that? Because Chip was arguing with them or something. Insight total of 20. Oh, magic number tonight.
It actually does seem like they put him in an open holding cell. Roll insight again.
All right, only a 17 this time.
Okay. There did seem like a look of resignation on his face that may have indicated that they knew that putting him in open holding had certain risks involved.
Yeah. Okay.
A guy comes in, unlocks you guys, and walks you out. Zazie.
wait.
Go ahead.
Hey, Captain.
Wrap this up. Yeah, what's up?
You and some of your guards keep mentioning this this bad reputation that you have. As you know, my kind, the drow, also have a bad reputation.
I didn't know that.
However,
That's kind of a funny story. I never heard that.
Yeah. However, if you understand that many drow around the world, make it our business to not live up to those to those ways of people looking at us. Maybe you might think about not living up to those ways that people look at you, instead of oh, we have such a bad reputation, and then you live up to the bad reputation.
Mr.
That's all I'm
Gonzalez,
saying.
There are institutions in Sean that are older than you and me. They're older than. He looks around the room. Well, they're older than any of us. I'm just playing my part, you know?
Yes, yes.
I mean, look, I'm doing my job. I am a upstanding citizen.
Of course you are.
I invest. I uphold. You know, look, I know you might think that to you, I might look like a criminal, but I'm not. I'm a good person, okay? I've got values.
I don't see a good person or a bad person. I see a man sitting in a chair with a badge on his chest.
I'm just doing my job, you know?
You're able to make a difference.
And we do make a difference, because if we weren't here, it'd be way worse.
Sure.
Sometimes you gotta let the little fish go, you know, to catch the big one. Anyway, you guys get on your way. I'm not gonna hold you any longer. Listen, it was a pleasure to meet you. I'm glad that we could come up with an agreement that works out for everyone. It's a good fit. You guys get out of here, all right? You guys are unlocked, unbuckled, unstocked. You can leave here in style.
You have yourself a good day, Captain.
You too.
Thank you, Captain.
Just nod and follow them out.
Hey, as you're walking out the door.
Yes.
Bad things
Where's
happen in Dora. Stay out of it. Trust me.
We hear you.
Thanks.
He
Yeah,
nods.
we hear you.
All right, Zazie.
Zazie time. I'm leaving the place. I'm going back to the hotel.
Uh-huh.
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 And I'm taking a cab again because I don't want to walk for an hour.
Okay, you're back.
Excellent.
By the time
Is
you get
Katara back?
I was gonna say by the time you're back, the party's already there. So,
Oh.
well, because of your travel time and the amount of time that you were there and took you to get back, they were actually like pretty quick. How long
how's
was your
old Chip?
flight? There wasn't one. You know. So I want to resolve the chip incident before we come back to you, Zazie, okay?
Then why did you say okay?
It was my fault, because I wasn't thinking about it.
You just made a break.
Okay. Here's your break. Continue.
Okay. So, you guys go to the Medica. You walk in. Chip is there. He's standing at the front desk. He's got a crutch under one arm. His face is bruised and battered. You can see a bunch of recently healed wounds on his body, but not enough to like fully bring him back to, to perfect status. He probably has one level of exhaustion, from all the healing that he had to go through.
There he is, all in one piece.
Hey
Mostly.
guys. Oh man. Oh shit.
I feel like I should apologize.
You guys don't have to apologize. It was my own fault. I was just trying to like get along and do stuff, and what is this cat doing here?
They come and go. Well, we would ask you for a ride back, but
He pulls off
Yeah.
his badge. All right, guys. Anybody here have any like experience flying anything? I can't do it.
Lucy
right now.
does.
I mean, I
can drive.
I drive a floating motorbike,
I
but
just said yes.
He hobbles forward and puts this like this badge around your neck. It's like his taxi ID. All right, right. Give it a try. We'll see if you feel comfortable. I'm just gonna sit down with the others if you don't mind. Can you guys?
Sure.
Can you
Do you
guys
need a
help-
hand?
Yeah.
Rose will offer like her support.
He wraps his free arm around your shoulders and walks out with you. As you guys are walking out of the Medica, one of the cops is pulling in his vehicle. You watch him pull some kind of device out of where the helm is, and then like pack it back into his little utility fanny pack.
What did
I'm
what did he
gonna-
do with this device? What was?
He put it in his fanny pack.
He pulls up in. I'm sorry. Is he in Chip's car? Like he pulled up in Chip's car, or in his own cruiser?
In Chip's car.
Okay.
In
It-
Chip's
so-
taxi, yeah.
Did he just like steal something from the dashboard or something? Center console? What
roll
was that?
Arcana.
Was he just taking his tracking device back? 3.
Meanwhile, while you're doing that, Rose, you try to put more healing into Chip.
Yes.
You realize that he's as healed as he can be, but most of his like wounds and lingering pain are from what would mechanically be called exhaustion, but what really it's from is just from being beaten so badly, and the cost of bringing him back to like, you know,
A
stability.
movable state.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, Kovana, with your 3 Arcana, you don't really know what it is, but it doesn't look like he stole it. It looks like something that he had jacked into the driving apparatus, and then he pulled it off of it and put it back into his own little like pouch at his hip.
Yeah, I see. Like a boot, but just for the dashboard computer.
Right, but you can't really tell what it is.
Yeah. All right. Well, get him loaded in.
Lucian, when you step onto the ship, you feel a warm sensation at your chest where the badge is hanging around your neck.
Ooh. Okay.
Give me a roll.
All right. Shit. What was I rolling for driving? I forget.
You still didn't make the stat for it.
No.
All right. I want you to roll for your first couple of rolls. I want you to roll with disadvantage. I don't know. Give me something. Give me something dexterity based. Give me something. Do you have any expertise in anything that is dexterity based?
Yeah. Expertise? No.
Well, you should have expertise in drive land vehicle.
Proficiency or expertise?
He should have expertise by this point. He's a freaking race car driver.
That's true. So here's the thing. So I had it on like my roll 20 sheet, not my
Okay. Well, do the
My-
math for me, okay? That you have expertise in something that is dex based, but I want you to roll it with disadvantage because it's not a land based vehicle. It is a flying vehicle.
Okay. Okay.
So, what is your modifier?
My modifier for Dex,
Proficiency.
yeah,
I
Dex
guess
is
it would be
3.
+8.
Proficiency would be. Oh Jesus. Okay. Cool.
Yes. I think we're at +4 now for proficiency, and expertise doubles that.
Right. So plus your dex modifier.
All right. So I will go ahead and use perception and then just add.
That's wisdom. That's not dex.
Oh shit, my bad. Stealth. I'll add to my stealth roll.
All right, that's good enough. We'll just leave it there.
Oh god damn.
You rolled in that 20. That's good enough. You're able to make it.
Oh
up.
my god. That's insane.
Nice.
Do you guys talk about
Thanks.
anything on the way back?
Well, gee, there's stuff we should talk about, but maybe we just save it to get this to Zazie. I feel like, you know.
I think if you don't mind, Chip, I'd like you to stay at least a little while longer in the apartment.
He just kind of crouched
If-
forward, nodding his head. Yeah, I'd really appreciate that. I feel like
Oh yeah, we have plenty of room. Yeah.
yeah, if you got extra room for me, that would be great. I just want to live for a while.
I can even give up my room for a while.
Mm-hmm.
You need the rest, probably more than I do.
Yeah, I feel like I could sleep for 2 days straight. Anyway, thanks, guys. I'm so sorry that you guys see me like this. This is embarrassing. I'm so sorry.
It looks like they
Well, you
literally
should have been hanging out with us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I think it's gonna be worth it. I mean, look at Lucian driving this thing. He looks like a natural.
You made
He
a
never
wise
told you
business,
guys race
business
cars.
decision.
He didn't tell me, but I could just tell by looking at him. He's got that look. So you guys make it back. Zazie, when you walk back in, just for the sake of,
Hold on. There's something I'm curious about.
go ahead.
Like, Zazie, if you remember, Zazie left a note in Kavanen's room
Mm-hmm.
that says, "Don't trust Katara right now."
I'm gonna put you coming back in right before them, like literally
Okay.
right before them.
Okay.
You walk in, everything's kind of dimly lit. Where do you go? What do you do?
Look around for people.
Roll perception.
Is there anybody in the common room?
No.
Are my friends back? Is
the-
Katara back?
It doesn't appear that she's back.
Thank God. That is a 13 in perception.
All you hear is the sound of Yulia doing Yulia sounds.
They could have
The
Huskies
egg.
alone in the house and they just howled because they don't think
You
anyone's
just hear
listening.
every once in a while.
No, that is not what you hear. I didn't know. Overruled.
Bottom of the door is all scratched up because she was all alone.
Yeah,
She
here.
was locked in the room.
Okay, well, since I'm here before everybody else, go get the note from Kavanen's room so they don't worry and rip
Alright,
that
so
thing
as you're
up
walking
and
down
throw it
the
in the
hall,
trash.
The door opens behind you. Enter Kovanen, Lucian, Rose, and a well-wrapped, injured, and beat the fuck up Chip.
Oh
Yes,
my
Chip,
God,
come
what
on, man, we
happened to
have-
you
oh.
guys?
Oh, Zazie, hey, you're back. Oh, not
Is-
much. You should be asking Chip, though.
Is everything okay? Is everyone okay? Did you guys get hurt? Did you guys get in
Give
a
us a
fight?
second. Give us a second. Gotta get Chip inside. Just let him sit down.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. I just could use a chair and maybe like something to drink. Stiff, strong, whatever.
I'll walk over and pour him a glass of the finest whiskey that we have.
He hobbles over into one of the chairs in the room next to the fireplace. Thank you, Lucian. I appreciate it. Whew.
Oh yes, of course.
I'm
So-
gonna-
How worried should I be?
I mean,
Oh, we're not in trouble anymore.
Anymore?
they let us go.
Yeah.
They?
And we didn't have to kill anybody this time.
This time?
Long story
you?
short. Yeah, how about you?
Oh, you guys go first.
Oh, well, we did. Okay. We followed some of our leads. Poked around a little bit. Poked one of the guys too hard, I guess. He got kind of pissy about it. Called his buddies Watch. Watch picked us up, despite our attempts to lie. We talked our way out of it.
Okay,
Had to-
that's good.
If Lucian sets up Captain Osric on a date with his cousin, he will put in a good word to make sure Lucky doesn't get executed.
Okay,
Been trying not
that's
to think about that
even
one.
better.
All right. Let me ask you a real question. So, Rose. Do I have to?
I'm gonna point out that I'd be really appreciative, but again, your call. It's your cousin. I can't make that call for you unless.
I'm gonna do it, but I really don't want to.
So what's Oh, now I gotta kind of. Hold on. Changes from Voss back into Kovanen. There we are. Right. So
Much better.
You see Chip raising an eyebrow at you, noticing that you're like taking on his accent.
taking on whose accent?
You were doing a little bit of like a northeastern accent there for a second.
I'm shifting. It was in the middle of the shift, and I haven't done it in a while. Right. So, well, now I have to ask, what is it about your cousin that makes you uneasy? But besides, they have to set up the stupid captain with him. You just don't know each other very well.
Did we lose?
Don't all
Lucy?
speak at once.
I'm
I think that
Question
was-
is for you.
Oh.
asking you about your cousin.
I.
What's up? What's the situation with her?
All right. So she is the sister of that dirtbag that died in the marches.
Oh, right.
And what? What?
I was just gonna say that certainly adds a lot of color to that request.
Yes, exactly.
Is that racist?
So. What?
Color isn't like colorful language.
We'll overlook it this time. I'm sorry, Lucian. Go ahead.
So, as you all know, I am not very close with that side of the family, and not very fond of them either. Yes. See, when we were kids, we were close. You know, we were all friends. We used to play together. But as we got older, they developed, you know, their way of being, and yes. So, I I am dreading this meeting, if I'm completely honest.
You know, so it sounds like I doubt your cousin Erica will be too willing to do you any favors. But maybe you could frame it in such a way that she could get information about her brother's death. Seems that weird Cyrus guy, whatever, probably knows something about it. He got rather upset at Rose's mention of his name, and she's in cahoots with Captain Osric. She could see it as an opportunity to find out more.
I mean,
Well, please, Rose, go ahead.
I do have to ask this. Do we have to tell her she's meeting with Captain Osric?
I mean, that's yes. But you see, the thing about Kervonen's plan is that much like me, she also became very estranged with Carlisle as well. Ew, I said his name. And yes, they. I'm fairly certain that she too would be delighted to find out that he no longer walks this plane.
The hell did Carlisle do?
Goodness.
That's a rhetorical question. I probably don't
He
want the
seemed a
answer
little
to
bit
that one.
obnoxious at that little dinner we went to, but I never knew he was such a villain.
I'll be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if he's the reason that Lucky got arrested in the first place.
I mean, they did arrest Lucky for Carlisle's murder back in the marches. That's what I felt went off to go deal with after dealing with us.
Yes, a likely story. He probably killed himself and framed Lucky. It's the kind of thing Carlisle will do. Yeah, I said it again.
Right,
Anyway.
well. Otherwise, what hope does Lucky have? To that point, if she rejects you and you prove it, Rose, you must prove to the captain that Lucky is innocent.
Yeah, which means finding.
Which means Zazie must find that guy.
Yeah,
All right, full
there's
circle.
another thing.
Speaking of Zazie, you seem a little off. You okay?
She looks at Chip and down the hall to Guitar's room. There is something, but I don't think it's a good idea to talk about it so openly here.
All right.
Well, until we find
The
somewhere
door opens.
private. Are you?
Zamra's room.
Oh my god.
She slinks out of the room slowly and quietly. Hey, what you guys doing out here?
We're just hanging out.
Good news, darling.
What is it? Sorry, I
Um,
can't help but whisper
we-
in the bedroom with your son for like 4 hours. I'm
Oh,
losing
he
my
must be in
fucking
trouble. You
mind.
just said your son.
He's your fucking son. You made him.
With your help.
What's he drinking?
Well, what?
She points at
Nothing
Chip.
yet. Oh,
He's recovering, okay? Give him a break.
I want one.
You have
Darling,
your
you're-
son. You can't be drinking now.
yes,
This
darling. You're
fucking
breastfeeding. You're not
shit.
supposed to be drinking, right?
I know. Anyway, fine. What were you saying, dear?
Just that that we avoided capture and we did not have to kill anyone, and you get to meet Rika.
Rika. Oh,
Yeah.
Lyle's older sister. She starts
Yes.
walking up next to you. Interesting. I honestly was never really anticipating meeting that side of your family, but sure, it's great. I can do that. You sure it'd be bad if I just had like 2 fingers of whiskey? Just 2.
How about I dip 2 fingers in a cup of whiskey and let you like let it drip off of my fingers into your mouth?
Oh,
That is all you're going to
do
do.
that.
Try
Go
that
do
out.
that in there. Go do
Try
that
that
in
out.
there. Not in here. Christ.
No, not sexually. I'm
she
saying.
she like grabs your hand and then bites 2 of your fingers really fucking hard.
Right. I think this is where I leave.
I'm
Now this
probably
is where I
going to
leave.
join you.
I'm just gonna go back and do what I'm supposed to do and take care of my son.
Oh,
I
no.
can't have any fun.
We're not exactly having fun. Chip, are you having fun? Have you had fun?
He just shakes his head no.
Serious stuff. Alright, we're not just gallivanting about town, seeing the sights.
I mean, I don't care. She can have my drink if she wants it. I'm not really that attached to it. Oh, man.
She's not as scary as she looks, Chip.
Yeah, right. She's the one that called the agency originally. Anyway, no, I'm good. Lucian, if you could wait, like, till tomorrow, I could totally drive. But right now, I'm too beat up, man. Is there any way that you guys, like, could take some other mode of transportation? I mean, not that I don't mind you driving my vehicle since we're, like, partners and everything. But I was just curious if we could, like, work something else out. Like, I want to be able to provide and, like, do my job and all that. So, you know what I mean?
No, of course, of course. I wouldn't want you to overexert yourself.
We have the line to whatever your business's name is. Anyway, we
No,
can just
don't call
secure-
them. Don't call them.
Oh.
No.
Oh, they're going to know that you're.
Oh, yeah.
I see.
No, after Lucian signed off on everything, I quit. So, I have, like, a
Oh.
do not compete clause that I have to, like, abide by for, like, the next 2 years. So, you know, that's why Lucian's name had to be on all the paperwork, because I can't sign any of it. And everything is in his name except for, well, you know. And he shrugs.
The vehicles.
Right. So wait, why can't we?
I'll just be an employee, you know?
I don't. Yeah, I'm just wondering why we can't still use the same cab company that you used to be employed at.
Well, because technically, I only have that cab for the next 12 days, and then after that, I am no longer an employee. And if I'm using the cab or something happens to it, you know what? Fuck it. Take it. I don't care.
No, what? No, I mean we are going to call. I said we have the number to your previous employee's business. We can just get another cab from them to come get us.
Oh, right on. Yeah, you could do that. I guess. I mean, I don't like it, but you can
That's
do it. I just want to do my job, and right now I feel like I'm not doing my job. That's all.
Right now, your job is to
What do you
recover
have to-
from that.
All right, Rose. Thank you.
If you must head downstairs for any reason, I encourage you to use the elevator. Please take care of yourself.
Yeah, I hear you. I think I'm just gonna finish this whiskey. Is there another room in here I can just like lay my head in and fall asleep? I'm like falling asleep in this chair right now.
Yeah,
There's a couch in the common room. I mean,
couch or my room's just down the hall. Whatever door I'm at.
So,
I'll crash with Yulia tonight.
I've done this basically every other session. Let's do it. Roll a D100.
Can I roll it?
92.
So close. So close. Okay. Continue.
So, yeah. Right.
Okay, well,
I
next
haven't even.
real order of business. Oh, talking with Sazi. Sazi, well, yes, will lead us somewhere you think is appropriate to speak. I'm curious
Oh.
to hear what's going on with you.
I don't really know where would be the best place. Ideally out of the hotel. But I don't know where out of the hotel. Somewhere safe where we won't be interrupted and we won't be overheard.
Part of that park, maybe?
We can just
Yeah,
go get
I
in
think
the.
that could work.
No, it doesn't have doors. Never mind. Yes, the park.
That
Keep
could
in mind we
work.
have to be back in however many hours it is till the hour before the funeral.
The funeral. Oh right. I'd forgotten.
This part won't take that long. So we go to the park.
Garden thingy.
Yeah, you guys go to the Child's Park. That's fine. There's like a large park that is behind where the Chalice Center is, and it's a block that like wraps around a like the center like tower that you're on. And that's basically the middle of all of the other buildings that you've been to. So like the Chalice Center is built off the side of that, and then if you go to the edge where the Chalice Creamery is, it's kind of all on that same like big block that's attached to that tower that's in the middle. And there's like a big park that wraps around the outside of this tower. And then from there is where all of like the streets and buildings are built off of.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
Yes, of course. So, DM, quick note. You called me Blondie a couple times while we were out and about in public. Gabanan is boss.
I thought you went back into to Kovanen from this point on. Now that you're like, but okay, good to know.
I wasn't using the accent.
I know, but I thought you went back to Kovanen when we went to Lake Sharn, since you weren't in the like, you know.
I think I did it like one point because it was like, who's gonna know me here or whatever. But
Right. I just wanted
yeah, like
the
make-
assumption. Okay, we will retcon that. They didn't call you Blondie. They called you, I don't know,
Old man?
Old man. There we go. Thank you.
just in case, I felt like I should mention just in case, like the cops see my face or whatever. But
No, good to know. Thank you. I will take note of that for the future. You are Voss unless otherwise noted.
But to build upon that note, I guess I'm going down to the park with Zazie just as, and then the gang is just as cool. So
Excellent. So Sassy leads everyone to the park, finds a secluded spot, or as secluded as you can get in a public park. I don't know if there would be benches, but if there were, she sits down on one. If there aren't, she takes a seat on the ground.
There are definitely benches.
Great. Bench time.
Kavana will sit down on the bench next to her.
So, I don't really know how to start this. But I don't know if we can trust Katara right now. I don't really have any proof. It's just a gut feeling. And what a creepy old guy told me, but I don't know for sure that we can trust her. So I'm not going to until I know for sure. Um, but we went to the Overlook, which is a like Kalashtar district of the city. Um, and there's a library or maybe a temple or both. And they have a copy of the manuscripts I've been trying to read. So we took the ink and we went to go try and read them. And when we got down there, the guy asked me a whole bunch of questions that I didn't really have an answer to, and sort of insinuated that Katara wasn't as trustful or trustworthy as I thought. And also, I am a Kalashtar, but also not really. There's something different about me and Katara from the rest of them, and I don't know what it is, and the guy won't tell me. And he won't let me read the manuscripts until I answer his questions, the questions that I didn't know have an answer to. And I'm going back in 2 days to try again. And I went back earlier. I had just gotten back when you guys got back, and I took the ink and I gave it to him because I don't think Katara should have it right now. So, yeah, I think that's most of everything.
Alright, alright. Well, I mean, I think we've all considered Katara to be rather creepy at
Strange.
times. So I can't say I'm exactly surprised, but who is this guy? Why doesn't... Do you know why he doesn't? Just so you sort of said you don't know why he doesn't. You don't know why you don't trust her, but you trust this guy?
He's I don't want to say he's in charge of everything because he might not be, but it also really seems like he is. He's basically this that the library's keeper of arcane lore.
See.
And
Right.
I can't tell you guys why I trust him. I just do. It's just this gut feeling and the fucking thing inside my head telling me to trust him and to not trust Katara.
Guessing. You know, I'm not even guessing. I'm gonna say I'd like to go with you the next time you go.
He did want to meet you all.
Right.
Okay, well that's a good sign, I guess. Because it didn't Katara wanted you to keep it rather secret, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what this guy wants. I don't know what Katara wants, so I don't know. Maybe he's the bad guy, and Katara has your best interests at heart, and he's trying to tear you apart. But I have no idea. I don't know. Well, I know a fraction of what you know.
The thing in my head isn't usually wrong.
Well,
But
I've
how-
said to be honest with yourself about what you're feeling, and it seems like you are. So
Listen. Guess my question for Katara will have to wait.
Is your question for her?
Weird dreams recently. A lot of stress. Just gonna ask her about something.
I don't know well, I don't have the answer. We don't dream like you guys, or
Yeah.
yeah.
It's less the dream itself and the after effects that it's left here in the waking world that I have a concern about.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd rather not tell you until I know more about what I'm experiencing. Rose gives a bright grin. Whether or not you believe her, she doesn't care. She's not going to tell you any further.
Maybe the old man will tell you. Or maybe he'll ask you about all of your motivations and he'll make you go through rigorous trials and testings and then he'll tell you maybe.
Is that what he wanted you to do? To
Basically, yeah.
oh.
Right.
And
I have to tell him why I want to read it. Read the
Well-
manuscript.
You know, I have to ask now. Why do you?
Well, I could say I don't know, but I do know I just don't have the right words to say it. I've never been good at that.
Maybe you don't need to think of them as the right or wrong words and just the words that you have.
Maybe.
Well, if it's my artistic expressions are more visual, so my first forays into poetry were the ones you had shared with me, really. So not as much help as I think I'd like to be. Though, just think on it. Of course, I know you are, but think of the best way you can to express it, and just give it a try. Say it out loud a few times. See how it feels.
I'll probably try that. Thank you.
All right, guys.
Well,
Yeah, I don't have much left.
Alright.
Feel like that's a good point to call the session.
call it.
It has been called.
Isaac, you can stop here. Thank you.
Isaac, this is the end of the session. Thank you so much. I said it after him. That means it happens now, not when he said it. Because I'm the boss.
It's too late. He didn't hear you say that though, because he got it.
All right, guys. I had a really great time this session. Everybody say goodnight to the internet.
Good night.
Good
night,
night,
Internet.
Daddy.
Oh, Steve, you fucked it up.
No, I didn't. I said goodnight, internet.
Yeah,
It's
that's
goodnight
not
to
what
the
he asked you
internet.
to say.
Anyway,
Oh no.
good night to the internet.